you too. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition, the third edition of the CROWE Tips Betting Show, a new show that started with BoyleSports the last couple of weeks. Fortunately, whoever was watching last week saw that unfortunately the technical gremlins hit me, and no one had warned me for a good 10-15 minutes what was going on. So I do apologize. So I hope anyway you what you got of it, you enjoy it. But as I said, this show, as I've been saying, this is a fluid, ever-evolving show. This might not be the set-in-stone show that we do. And obviously, as you can see, we've got Mondo on the show here as well with me, a partner in crime. I just think, doing these with someone else who loves what we're doing is also pretty cool. So, like I said, through the shows, we might have guessed, maybe some of you guys might want to pop in for 5 minutes and give a shout to what you're thinking, stuff like that. And you must also let us know what you want to do. So let's just crack on this week. I know we had been saying we'll do ladder challenges, but we'll keep that aside for now until we can see Boyle's markets that we like, that are going to be real bankers for us. But I think for now, Wanda, like we said, this is not just rugby, even though we know we love our rugby. It's World Cup Eve. Yeah. You got we're all psyched for that, and I know you and I both love the points markets. So if they're not available. Yeah, they're not available now. Then yeah. So hey, Mondo, how's it going, Mesa? It's everyone. We've already got a few eyes at the moment, but we are early days. But yes.
How's it going, man? Nice to be here. Nice to see you again, Chris. And but not just Rugby World Cup Eve. NFL kicks off this weekend, or kicked off last night.
Yeah.
NBA is just around the corner, and I'm frothy for that again. I mean, US Open this weekend finishes, so there's plenty of sports. Obviously, my first love is rugby. It's always going to be, and punting on a game that you've played. It's here. It's just a feeling of when you've got like a feel for it. I love it. So yeah, it's going to be a good weekend, and yeah, it's going to be good fun.
I just want to check. We've got a couple of people eyes there. I want to check it. We can just make sure they can hear me or us, because I was doing this for a good 15 minutes and I could kind of hear myself last time. So if anyone is around, see, the thing is, this is what happened last time I asked and no one responded, and that's when I started to worry that no one could actually hear me. And then I'm starting to wonder if it's actually a device issue. But in theory, they should be hearing you, if anything. So we'll crack on. So if anyone wants to post in the comments, just so we know that you can hear us. Yeah. Super. We'll crack on. Anyway, yeah. So World Cup. Let's talk about the World Cup. Close run race. I see. I mean, they got the All Blacks as favorite there, which I don't actually get at all. I mean, I know it's the All Blacks.
It's drifted a little.
Since last night they were favorites. Has it moved?
I saw it was like neck and neck when I checked earlier this morning. There's going to be, I think after tonight, there's going to be plenty of line movement. That's for sure. I think.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. If the All Blacks lose tonight, I might be tempted to have a little pop on them. Okay, depending on how badly, but it might actually be worthwhile having a little nibble on them to go on and win, because the odds will blow out.
Yeah, absolutely. I also have this feeling as well. I have a feeling if whoever loses tonight are possibly the team that kicks on. So even if France lose tonight, I'm still confident they might go on and kick on. I still have a hunch tonight that New Zealand do win. I just think they're going to come full on. I don't know if they have the ability to beat France at the moment, but it's a huge occasion for France, and you know how the emotions can possibly get involved there. So yeah,
I will absolutely not be shocked if there's a card tonight, at least a yellow.
Yeah,
I think emotions are going to run high, especially. Last time All Blacks played France, they got a little bit of a clap. They got a bit of a clap from the books 2 weeks ago. So there's definitely going to be a little bit of emotion. And when last did the All Blacks not go into a World Cup as clear favourites, the stupid money almost. So I think there's going to be a lot of fire, and heat in the game. French are passionate cats, we both know that. I think there's going to be points. I think there's going to be points, but it's going to be very, very physical. Very physical.
Yeah. So I put a punt on last night saying the second half highest scoring, because I'm feeling it might be a frantic start and lots of mistakes or lots of points, or a very nervous start, couple of penalties, and the game eases in. So I've gone for a second half high scoring punt 1.90. I quite like that for a first game. But in terms of calling, we got to make super group picks within the next 2 hours. I cannot pull the button on who I'm choosing to win the bloody game yet.
It's interesting. It's interesting you say that about the second half. So, like quite an interesting stat about France over the past 2 years, 1.5 years, kind of thing, is if you divide a rugby game into 4 quarters, so they concede the least in the first quarter, and it gets progressively worse to them conceding most of their points in the fourth quarter.
Yes, I saw that as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and something that I bet that's very similar to yours, which I think has such good legs, is if you can find second half All Blacks over 10.5 points, because the game opens up, like you say. I think that's low for the All Blacks in any case, and then you think they're going to bring on Leicester, and so now Leicester against Penno or Villiers, they're both world-class, incredible wingers, but they're both pocket-sized. And are they really going to stop like Leicester Fainga'anuku 5 meters out from the line in the final 5-10 minutes? I can't see it. Just the physical size of it.
I totally agree with that, actually, for sure.
Yeah,
I can't. Looking forward to. Well, let's. I don't know if you got any thoughts on the weekend matches. So we are powered by BoyleSports, so we use the BoyleSports platform to get our odds. I don't know if there's anything that you've, in terms of, I know we like our points, we can talk about points, but there are any handicap lines for the games this weekend that's caught your eye? The Georgia plus 21's caught my eye, but then I've seen that Aussie team, and Karevi and Tupa are like 15 points to that team. So I'm a little bit concerned, but I'm hoping the fierce of Georgia goes through the 80 minutes and keeps Aussies on their toes. I don't know. So that's the one I've also looked at the moment, shouting at me. I don't know what other ones you've been thinking of.
That's the one game this weekend. Well, not the one, but that's a big question mark for me. I just don't know what the hell's going to happen, because I've been a fan of Eddie's through his return to Australia, and he has absolutely done me wrong and burnt me a few times.
Yeah, but both of us, we've said this. Yeah.
A part of me thinks they washed, but then a part of me thinks this is such a talented group of players. Like, there's a few genuine future superstars. You look at Angus Bell, you look at Nawaka Tanise, I butchered that, but Marky Mark, the winger.
Yeah, the wing, yeah.
Carter Gordon, if he can kick straight. I mean, the Lucy's, Langy Gleeson on the bench. Geez, I rate that guy. Like, this is a decent Aussie side. The Georgians are hard, grizzled, old school. They would love nothing more than it to be an ugly arm wrestle, which is exactly what Oz don't want. So it's like a total clash of styles. I think on a scorching hot day, I can see Oz keeping it tight, or Georgia keeping it tight first off, but I can see Oz pulling away a little bit. It just got so much gas and out and out X factor in the backline. Which is just like, you can't coach that. You can find a 120 kilo, 6'5" guy and like coach him into being a competitive prop or lock. You can coach that. You just can't coach like raw X factor and speed. Speed's one thing you just there's no equivalent, and that's where I'm concerned. But for me, the game that I can't call at all, and I'm feeling like an idiot, is Ireland-Romania. Obviously, Ireland are going to win. That's not the question. But the cap is so high. And a part of me thinks, do Ireland care enough to keep scoring? Or Romania so shit that Ireland can't help to keep scoring? Because it's like minus 67.5 or something insane. So, I just don't know. But one thing, I don't know if you even know this. It's a thing that I've just read. Is they're doing 20-minute water breaks for this weekend.
Yes, I saw that, and I don't like that at all for us for points, because I felt that when breaks come in, it breaks the momentum of games, and I find it impacts. I don't like that at all. I don't think it's silly.
For big momentum teams, I think it screws Scotland and Fiji the most.
Yeah,
it screws their style completely, because that's what Scotland, like what they did against France in that second half. where they just had all the momentum and they just rolled. Whereas the Boks, it's really incredibly difficult to get that against them. And so, at the best of times, and then Scotland to be doing well, and then, sorry, come have a drink of water, boys.
Yeah. Give me, hold on, quick, Mondo. Quickly, hold on. Hello. I'm just checking, hold on.
Whereas the Boks, it's really incredibly difficult to get that against them. And so, at the best of times, and then Scotland to be doing well, and then, sorry, come have a drink of water, boys.
Okay, cool. We back. So Monday, we back there. Good man. Just checking. We can be cool. Yeah. So, do we want? Yeah. Well, I think we should start looking at some bets for the weekend. Do you want to talk through any World Cups that are available now? So I say points. I don't believe are available on Boyles, but we can talk. We can talk anything you want, and now I'll look through the Boyles, and if we see something there that we like, we'll put it in to discuss the final bet.
There's a few straight caps on Boyles that are worth having a nibble at, that's for sure.
All right, let's have a look. Are we where we go? World Cup or MPC?
Let's go World Cup first.
Alrighty.
Hey.
So I'm keeping. I've already punted the Georgia plus 21. So I'm going to keep that in my pocket. I still like the second half of New Zealand, but I don't have because the other ones I want the points. So I'm not going to punt the points yet. Because I like Fiji Wales. It's 46. I really love the overs for that. I think
so low.
Breaking 50.
And have you seen the Fiji team?
No, I actually haven't. But I'm just no. What's up? Have they made changes?
It's not bad, but Botia on the bench and
oh really?
Yeah, but a part of me thinks that's Kif because him and another superstar, one of the other stars that's on the bench. I can't think of the name now. But I think 20 minutes in the heat, 35 degrees. I think that could be the recipe for points for them because the heat. Bring on two guys and. What might work in their favor is at that 60-minute water break to bring on those two guys and sort of start to carve a bit. Because, with the hottest that gets in Wales is like, 25 and then you sweating your balls off. Where Fiji, they wear jerseys until it's 30 degrees, so they love the heat. They speak.
Yeah. All right, so which games do you have in mind that we should have a quick look for World Cup?
So the France-New Zealand, I think the best one there, like you say, that second half most points. I think that's a goodie. On the cap,
the cap, yeah. I've put France plus 7 in a treble. I've just posted it on Twitter. Because I do think France probably win, but I just don't see New Zealand breaking away. But I know you made a point about that last 20 minutes. So New Zealand are not famous for the last 20 minutes, but I'm going to call that it's still going to be a humdinger.
Yeah, look, I think the last 20 minutes, New Zealand might not be ahead to have that last 20. I think France come up the gate fire. They might go in. They might go into the break in the lead. It's neck and neck. It's so hard to call. I think that plus 7. I think that gives you that safety. I don't think either one will win by more than a try. The only way that happens, touch wood, pray to whoever you pray to. There's not the kind of game-defining card that ruins the match. You don't see like a 5th-minute red that kills the contest. If there's a yellow or two, that's different. I can't see it being a big win either way. I think that 7-point cap for France is good. It's like flip a coin. I'm an All Blacks fan. I'm gonna go All Blacks, but it's such a coin flip.
I haven't pushed. I must remember, please. I have to do my Super Brew, but I hate going behind in the first one. But I've been saying All Blacks for this first game for a while. I've still backed France for the whole thing, so I've just got to back that instinct and go for it. So, but we're talking best bets now, right? I don't think we're going to put a France or New Zealand win best bets.
No.
Big kahunas, are we going to be doing that?
Yeah,
so
that is ballsy. That's like you've been WhatsApping with Costa all day and something we don't.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So what else should we watch other games?
So Italy, Nam. I know there aren't points lines yet, but Italy are going to score plenty. Italy will get 50. I do think Namibia score a bit because, whenever there's a drubbing, Namibia have a couple of players. They've got, Richard Hardwick. He played for Australia. He plays for the Rebels, so he's declared for Namibia, which is quite clear. And they've got Tian Swanepoel, who is not a superstar, but shit, he can kick the leather off a ball. And he can kick for, he's the kind of player, and I think Namibia kind of will be a bit like the Griffins in the Currie Cup, where they're going to kick their poles even when they're 20 points behind. I've got a feeling they're going to be that kind of team. And so I think they will score a few points, but Italy are going to give them a clap. This is the best Italy team I've seen in a long, long time. Settled.
You're on Italy train, are you? Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, fair enough. I agree. I think there's going to be plenty of points. In Namibia, they're a team that like to throw it around. They're just obviously not that caliber team. That so physically and fitness gets to them. The endeavor is brilliant, but ultimately they get kind of walked over, but not with a lack of trying. And I don't know the things I don't know about you. I love World Cup betting. I always find the minnows the first game. Second game, I'm well up for it. It's the third game when the pools are decided that they blow out.
Wheels fall off.
Yes, for a lot of these teams, I'm going to trade a little bit carefully on the minnows initially, but there's some big caps. I like that test I did with the APC because I'm adamant on first rounds of competition to take the plus, and I mean that on the World Cup as well. We should take plus all weekend. I don't think you make a loss, but I don't think I'm going to do it because some of the caps, some of the games and mismatches. Huge. I might just do it for fun, but this is just years of betting. Like my gut will tell me that if you settle in the plus the first round, like every other competition, you'll be okay. But I think France World Cup, Japan was humid, but I remember the French last World Cup. But in that heat, the games open up. I remember being quite a lot of points in the World Cup there, and I think we're just going to see the same again. But hopefully those water breaks don't disrupt some good rugby.
It's a weird decision. Like I would have agreed with it if there was the humidity of Japan, because humidity is what rocks you. The heat. It's not like it's the desert. It's like mid-30s. It's hot. I don't know. I suppose the afternoon game. Yeah. I just think those afternoon games at Ellis Park on a Joburg summer opens up. You get like a 45-42 scoreline.
Yeah. I see. Got some comments coming through finally, Mondo. Thank goodness. I did a quick check to check the sound because I was so worried we weren't here. But everyone, I see for the game. I think that's Brenty. Brenty showing you support. That's amazing. France, calling France. Oh gosh, this is what I don't know. Calling it tonight is going to be tough. And Connor Lawrence, thanks for. So at least we can be heard. We got some people, some eyes on. But let's try to get some best bets there. Are we going to look at? Seeing we don't have points on Boyles, are we going to look at the caps, or should we move to? Have we got some caps on NPC? We think we can talk through some juicy games there this week as well.
In terms of just caps, I think caps that are worth a look. I think caps that are worth a look. I think Scotland's worth a look. Scotland's worth a look on the plus.
You're on my. You see, this is where we think the same, man. I'm also. I can't be. I don't know if I can be on the minus against Scotland this weekend. I wouldn't be on it.
I don't know. I think the narrative that the Boks have already made the World Cup final and are engraving.
Yeah, this is what worried. This is what worried me. Even every New Zealand fan, as I took in and walking out, like, yeah. And now we like that you think you won the World Cup already, because we know what the Boks are like. We think we're the best. We come crashing down. But I think this team is different. I just worry putting it all together is the worry, So,
it's a good box side. You can't debate that. But it's also a damn good. It's like a generationally good Scotland side. And the big difference between the two is that Scotland just do not have the depth that South Africa have. That's the key. So South Africa can bring on a whole bomb squad, where Scotland have 15 stars. 13, 12 stars and a team. And I think they keep it tidy. But the thing is, South Africa are obviously going to be one eye on Ireland. That's who they're worried about in this pool. Ireland and who they're playing in the quarters. That's already what they're thinking. whereas Scotland
Yeah.
are rolling in. This is their game. If they lose everything, if they lose to fucking every other team, if they lose to Romania, but they've beaten the Boks, nobody will give a shit. And I think this is their final. I think if they win this, they will, ironically, they'll get a clap from Ireland because they'll be spent. But this is their game, and I think them on the plus is not a bad shot. I don't think South Africa steamrolled them. I don't think so.
Are we potentially lining that up as a best one, or do we think we want to look at NFL and NPC?
It's 12.5.
Yeah, let's have a quick
14.5. What is it?
No, we're an Italy game, yeah.
Ah, sorry.
I think it's 11.5 if I remember last. 11.5. Yeah, 11.5.
Yeah, yeah, maybe not a best bet. That's
no, I don't think so.
Maybe not
the Boks bomb squad can go blow them out by 20. Like that's always the thing with the Boks. We also the last 20-minute team like New Zealand, or we are the same as well. So
physically.
Yeah. Okay. So what about NPC cap lines? Anything?
NPC. In the NPC, the Canterbury side is ridiculous. It's a ridiculous NPC team. It's insane. So what's the line?
Only 1.5.
I mean, it's not a bad. It's a decent Auckland side, but it's Auckland. This Canterbury team is wild. And
if I can recall, I had who did they lost to Wellington? Was it last week or the week before? Because it cost me. I think
they lost to Wellington in like a 42-41 kind of huge high scorer.
Yeah, they're often high scoring games. Those guys, yeah.
Look, all these NPC matches this weekend. As soon as points lines come out, anything mid-50s slam. Taranaki against Tasman. Both teams are so attack-minded. Good teams, though, but I think Tasman is the goods on that one.
Yeah.
So what else?
See, look, I know Boyles only have caps at the moment, unfortunately. So if there's a cap that really sticks out that you can think of a best bet, we can talk that through. But I'm at the moment. It's a different form. I'm happy for the second half tonight. I'm probably even happy for the Boks second half as well. Maybe like he's in Fiji second half. If you don't have points now.
So I've got a tip that's not mine. I was given it from somebody that I trust. I think
we like it. We like good. We all go in the same game.
It's in the rugby, in the English Championship or the Premiership Cup or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And it's Bath against Bath against, I can't think of the other team's name now. But this tip said to me, he's an English punter. Where is it now? It's tonight.
It's tonight.
Yeah, Bath versus Cornish Pirates.
I don't. Oh, there we go. Gosh, Bath.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. He said to me that the line should have been 10. Was his opinion, and I see it's here at 4.5. So there's definitely value there.
Ooh.
Yeah, and he said to me that if you see lines, I know it's not here yet, but he said Newcastle as well. Take the cap on Newcastle if whatever website you use has it. He said that was a good one. But for this Boyles, that minus 4.5.
We reckon Bath minus 4.5.
He was bullish on it. He said it should be a 10 points.
Well, you look at it. It's like, I mean, I know don't want to disrespect the Premiership sides, but I love looking at a mismatch, and I don't know. I like the team sheets, but if Bath are playing half the names that I recognize, I would take this in a heartbeat because I still believe it's like the first team versus second team practice match.
So there's one alternative to this bet, which I came up with, which I thought was also kind of interesting, is instead of taking the cap, what you do is you do away halftime, full time, which gives you basically just over 2-1, which I thought was also kind of intriguing.
Oh, that's juicy as well.
Because you're confident that the team's going to win. They should give them a bit of a clap. So I'm not that worried about them being behind
Okay,
at halftime.
I like this. Honestly, I didn't go down this road because there's so much, but I do like this.
Yeah, this was a tip that
I'm
I was
happy.
given, and I'm very keen on it. I like it.
Should we go for it? Should we do the cap or the away?
Me personally, I think the away. I don't like betting on minuses. I never do. I've been burned so many times. That away, I think it's juicy odds. I think the odds are too hard to ignore.
Half time. I think the odds are too good to ignore. I mean, we could be in for they come out firing. They're behind by 2 at halftime, win by 25. That would drive me insane because often that happens.
That literally happened to me last night. Pro D2 Columniers 16-0 down at halftime, and then they go up and win 27-16.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna take that as one.
Yeah, that's a goodie.
Quickly, I'm gonna just add the banner. See. Okay, basically both halftime, full time, 202. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got. There we go. So that's great. We got one bet. Let's look for another. Do you want? We could stay at rugby. I think at the moment, like I said, the lines that we've seen at the moment are not for us at the moment. So happy for NFL. I love my NFL as well. So if you've got a fancy there, should we look at some NFL?
Yeah, there's a couple of juicy games, and first week is always offering. I mean, holy shit, the Lions lost last night. Patrick Mahomes' first opening game, lost in like 8 years. Wild stuff. And we had that feeling that they might not be as good as they were. So we got to trust our guts with the NFL. Yeah?
We do. I love it. I think NFL is great to bet on. Things happen, but I enjoy it because you can get matchups that are you can kind of read. I mean, look, I'm not an NFL pro, but I've got about 5-6 guys who I trust explicitly over there, which I follow and read, and they're generally quite right. So I mean, I don't do it. I form my own opinion, and sometimes I'll follow blindly. But this is going into my 3rd season of following it religiously, and I love it. I mean, it's obviously staying up. I couldn't stay up last night, but we had if you listen to the pros and the people that know, a lot of people were saying, watch out for them Lions, not the same old Lions, you know.
On the offensive side of the ball, they're going to hurt some teams this year. They're going to score some points. I'll tell you that.
You know what? I want Jared Goff to do well. What happened with the Rams?
Good.
I hope the Lions. Yeah.
He seems like a good oak as well. Like that. It sounds stupid, but that's like a big thing for me. I like when a guy's like got that good oak factor. You know what I mean? Like he seems like a nice guy, and I'm happy.
Well, the same with Stafford, but Stafford landed his dick in the butter, right, going to the Rams on that season. So and it looked like a total Goff sellout. But they actually have a good. I don't. I reckon they make the playoffs, and if they make a run, we'll see. You never know. You know?
That Amon-Ra wide receiver, that guy is good, and wouldn't have hated him playing 14 on a rugby field. That's for sure.
All right, man. Let's find. If I know you are in the Browns,
Ravens,
if I'm not mistaken.
The Ravens and Browns, I think, are the two biggies that I think I'm confident on.
What time are they playing? So there we go, Ravens. So you like the Ravens? Ravens at home.
So what I would do a multi with Ravens and Browns on the plus.
Is that a minus? But the Ravens are a 10-point favorite, no?
Yeah, Ravens are big favorites. So that's like I would consider that like a lock win. So you add them as the win, and then add on Browns plus 7.5. All right. And I think that I'm very confident on.
I'm happy. I also like the Ravens. What's his face playing? What's he? Wide receiver. What's his name? I've lost. You know what I'm talking about, right? What's his bloody name?
He's like their best.
Yeah, we know who you're talking about. Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, if he starts.
NFL players have the best names as well.
Yeah. So we're saying Browns. Where are they?
And Browns plus 7.
Or +6 is good enough, but +7 if you can get it.
Where there?
The Browns, Cleveland. It is.
Yes, I know what.
They're playing the.
There we go, Bengals.
Yeah,
sure.
So I think
sure. You're going against Burrow, but yeah, the Browns.
I've got a feeling it's close, and that's why.
Is Burrow starting because he rolled his ankle in preseason, so I'm not sure if he's actually going to be.
He's on restricted minutes, as I know, and I don't think he starts.
Yeah,
and even if he does, he's rusty.
Yeah, so I've got I think at the moment it's 177 with +6.5. You think 6.5 is good enough?
6.5. Yeah, I think that should be fine. Then what you can do is add in. Look, I don't like throwing in extra runners just for the sake of it, because that's where you get burnt the worst.
Well, we did a best bet last week on West Ham. We had 177. I think 170 for a bet is fine. I don't want to go lower than that on a.
Well, I mean, do you have any very confident NFL picks?
I'll show you. I'll talk to you now. Yeah, sneakily the Steelers. I like, actually.
There has been hype. There's been talk of them.
Yeah.
I wouldn't hate taking them on like a +6, +7 as part of this multi.
The Saints as well. I like the Saints. This weekend, I think the Saints are going to make a run against the Titans. I think these are home teams. It drives me nuts because we have home teams first in America.
It's so stupid that
some bookmakers follow the American format and some don't. So it's so confusing because if you shop around, you forget who the hell the home team is.
In baseball, you can get burned so badly like that because you just don't know who the hell is the home team.
So yeah, for this weekend, I'm not touching the Buffalo Bills and Rodgers Monday night. Not a chance. Buffalo Bills. Panthers are. Maybe we leave this. We leave 1-7. Let's not put in because we'll be kicking ourselves if we put it in for the sake because that now if that bloody happens.
What might not be terrible is what about Steelers +7 or 8
as the third leg?
Yeah, because I think they could win. It's close, and at 8 points, they're not going to get it whack. If they lose, it's 2 or 3.
Can we check? Steelers are at home, right? I think South African bookers still put the home team first.
Home team first, yeah.
I know. It is home team first, right? Because I also know just for checking, I know Flash Scores put the home team first. I just want to check. Just a minute. Just want to be sure because I've been burned by this before. So Ravens, so it's home teams are first there.
Yeah.
Steelers at home to 49. Yeah, I like that. I
really liked San Francisco last year. I liked them at the best of times, but that collapse in the semi where what's his name, the quarterback basically broke his elbow.
Yeah.
And I don't think they know who they're starting. I don't think they know. I'm going
for the highest altered one. We got some 1-3-2 there. I think Steelers can win this game, so I'm quite happy to take 8 points at that price.
I think 8 points gives you such a nice buffer for like a late interception or something silly. Yeah, I like that.
Okay, so we add that as our second best bet.
I actually really like that bet. That's a really good bet.
That's why we're here. So as I've been asking guys to comment in the comments, we haven't had too many viewers. So some guys have commented.
Guys are getting ready for the festivities.
If there is anyone still around, because I think we've probably got you bored you to death. Maybe I don't know, but some guys have, but some oaks have followed. I had some comments that followed the fan bets, so. There are a few people that will hopefully go along on the journey with us. But if anyone is there, anyone out there, I say we've got 3 views. Does anyone have a best bet for the weekend that we can add to the fan bets? Otherwise, I'll give the fan bet a skip this weekend. We'll just use these 2 bets that we've Wanda and I have come up with, but I'm just going to quickly
I like it.
edit
And
it.
your bet that you put on Twitter,
Oh, the second half.
What was
the treble.
Yes, France +7.
France
England
+7. England +14 and Fiji over 14.5.
That is money as well. That's very good.
Yeah.
So for anyone who's listening,
I haven't posted a double. I haven't posted a double. I haven't posted double or treble for a while. But I'm going to reset my stats starting from this. This is the start of my season. So start of World Cup, start of now. Then okay.
No, I like that. That was a good one.
So what did we say again? We had Steelers +8, Browns +6.5.
Browns +6.5, and Ravens win.
Ravens.
Yeah, I think that might be a really, really nice one. And it gives you
the value. You see the value.
It's
it's 2 point. It's a good price, and I think it's got a really, really good shout. So Ravens +6.5, right? And we got.
I would put it this way: if it doesn't hit, I'll be irritated and disappointed. It's a good punt. It's a good odds.
All right. Okay. Save. And so here we go. Anyone who's still around, whoever watches later, these are our best bets for the weekend. We've got Bath this evening against the Pirates in the championship, halftime, full time at 2.2. And then we've got ourselves one, and I love it, little cheeky double treble.
Cheeky multi.
Help ourselves. Yeah, we're cheeky multi. So we'll go Steelers +7.5, Ravens moneyline, Browns for Sunday night. So if you are licking your wounds on Sunday, let's make you back your money, or let's make it a brilliant weekend. Eh?
We're not going to hear any carte blanche music on Sunday. We're going to be celebrating a big weekend.
Yeah, man. So looks like unfortunately we didn't get too much interaction. But I kind of was expecting that, so that's fine. We'll the show goes on the platform, so that
we also figuring our steps, and it was nice to get the ball rolling. Yeah. So I'm happy. I think we've got some good tips. Guys are gonna be keen.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we got. There's Darren. Thank you, Darren, for joining. I saw you in last week as well. You like who's he? This is US Open, right? Who's he?
US Open, yeah. 3-0.
Yeah, that's a different bet, Darren, and I like that. This is going to be a proper. What's the right diverse set of bets. What is? I like it. I must admit, I haven't been following the bloody US Open because I'm only waiting for Djokovic, Alcaraz, Medvedev 3-0.
I like Alcaraz. He's got some chutzpah.
He should be too good for Medvedev, right? Way too good for Medvedev.
Alcaraz is the future of the sport, in my opinion.
Darren, do you want us to put this as the fan best bet? Because you're on your own, mate. You're holding the fort. Wanda and I like it, so I'm happy to put it in for sure. Yeah?
3-0.
Yeah?
Let's give it to him. Let's give it to him.
Let's give it to him, eh? Darren, you're gonna hold the fort, mate. We're gonna put it in there. Thanks, mate. So we'll add.
Let's give it to him.
That's.
I actually like it. It's a good bet. Shit. I'll tell you what I thought of.
Alcaraz 3 zip. But he said 2.0. What do we have? Hold on. Let's just quickly look on Boyles. Hold on, we got to look at Boyles, obviously. Can you see it on Boyles? Must be, surely.
It'll be like -2 sets or something.
Yeah, 2 set versus.
Correct score.
2.33 on Boyles. So there's obviously some value elsewhere, but we'll take 2.33. It's still fine.
Yeah, that's a good bet.
Yeah.
And Alcaraz form. That was a good spot. Good spot, Darren.
Yeah. I just think because I know Medvedev's had his moments.
He's not that young anymore, I don't think. Alcaraz is like 20. He's vital.
3 zip. Hold on, sorry. Medvedev. It didn't save some. All right. There we go. There's our 3 bets.
I like it. I think we sweep. We sweep this weekend.
We sweep. So let's sweep. Let's go for a full sweep. Hold on.
I brought my broom out. We're going to make a sweep this week. Come on.
Yeah, so are we bringing the brooms out next week? Yeah.
Brooms out. Brooms out.
Coming for the. Hold on. Let me say this. There we go. Bet 1, halftime, full time. Bath against Pirates tonight. Steelers plus that. Ravens money down. Browns plus 6.5. 2.40 Sunday night multi. And a lovely little sneaky cheeky tennis bet there from Darren. We'll back the new kid on the block, the new goat in the making, because he's brilliant. I love watching him play, man.
And he's got a little bit of swagger about him. He's got a little bit of an attitude.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. All right, Armando, that was lekker. So we're easing our way into this. I see also our banner. We tried new banners today, and you and I are being cut off with us sharing the screen, so that's not ideal. So we still got technical gremlins, but at least people could hear us this time. So at least they can hear us talking schmack, which is what we wanted. So yeah, mates, enjoy the game. Where are you watching tonight?
I'm potentially heading to Forries just now.
Oh yeah, my mate Ben and Hilda's going. Yeah.
I was there for the All Blacks box game. Jeez, like, was it heaving? Was it packed? Look, there's no wrong answer to where you're going to watch the game as long as you watch it, because it's going to be here.
I haven't been home in 2.5 years, and I would be at Forries tonight with all my mates, man. I would hopefully be there soon.
It's just as good as it's always been, that's for sure.
That was when I left hospital. That was the first place my mom and dad took me out in the hand carrier on the way home. They went past Forries before home to show me to the friends. Yeah.
That makes sense. That's on brand.
On brand. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right, everyone. Thanks for everyone who joined. I know I saw some people in and out. So yeah, this will be on the Forever platform. If you want to join Boyle, you see you've got a 1,000 Rand welcome bonus. Join it there. We hope to grow with Boyles, grow the show. We'll be doing this for months and into the next year. So happy to hear feedback, and we'll adapt it. And if you tag along for our best bets, best of luck, we'll bring out the brooms next week for sure.
We're going to bring out the brooms.
Feeling it. All right, everyone. Thank you very much.
Cheers,
have a good weekend. Enjoy the weekend. Cheers, guys.
Have a great time watching tonight, guys.